Preparing to live stream in the meeting. Guys, let me just get ready. Oh wow, my bad. Sorry. All right, we're live. We're doing this. We're in this. They heard my screaming. Good. Everything's ready to go. Boys, we fired up.
Let's get it, baby.
Yeah, you're fired up. All right, I'm the only one to raise my hand. Sweet. Thank you, Jake. Jake is double fired up. Joe's fired up.
Who's in the lead?
Well, first off, let me do the intro, then we'll get into that. First off, welcome to the Out of System Final Four Pick'em from the worst analysts in women's volleyball. If you could round up the four worst analysts in women's volleyball that know nothing about women's volleyball, congratulations. We have done it. We did what no one said could be done. And it doesn't get any worse than us. But we're here.
Jake is qualified.
I probably watched around 10 total games this year, and 5 of them have been Cal Poly.
There's 10 more games than I have.
We could find some people less knowledgeable than you.
No, that's true. That's true. Jake raises the bar. All right, I just want to, before we start this, I want to give a fat shout out to Manscaped, the promo of this beautiful video here. It's holiday season. You don't know what you're going to get as a gift or a stocking stuffer. Well, today's sponsor, Manscaped, has a tool to guarantee you win this year's stocking stuffer or white elephant competition. Manscaped is a leader in men's below-the-waist grooming, and they have served more than 4 million worldwide. If my math is correct, that's almost 8 million balls. Get 20% off plus free shipping.
Almost.
Well, for those lucky guys out there, get 20% off and free worldwide shipping at Manscaped with the code. Joe, hit him with the code.
Volleyballs, as always. All capital letters. All caps. Make sure you use all caps.
All caps, no cap.
All caps, no cap.
Well, so before we get into pick'em here, since we do have a grand total of 4 teams, Joe, first of all, Joe, who here is the closest? Like, who is in the lead now that Mike asked at the beginning?
Well, after last, I calculated out, and I haven't added actually the first round in this past week, but I won last week. What rubber there? I don't know. Jake had it going, but he picked a couple upsets that just
come on. Tell me I'm back. Tell me I've risen from the ashes. Baby.
No, you've gone the opposite direction. I think you continue to open up the gap. I think it just keeps getting worse and worse. Oh yeah, it just keeps getting worse.
I'm consistent.
So that's true. You are that. So, but I don't know. For anybody who's going to be listening to the podcast, we had on a very special guest. Lauren Stivrins came on this week. It was a really good podcast because we kind of took some heat from the Nebraska team, like the whole Nebraska, not just one person, but they were not too happy with our picks last week. And they used it sounds like we were the reason to beat Texas. I think we were like, once you listen to the podcast this week, you understand what I'm talking about. But after talking to Lauren, it sounds like we are responsible for their victory over Texas, providing the motivation. I don't know, but I don't want to give too much away about that podcast, but it was pretty good, and she's awesome, and it changes my viewpoint a little bit going forward here on my picks for this week. I think
right when they sent those texts, I was like, "Oh, I hope Nebraska wins."
Dude, we have a lot of connections in Nebraska that we
definitely do.
I forgot about too.
Dude, me too. I was like, "Oh, I actually feel bad about this."
We do have a lot of
I did not.
in Nebraska.
I was the only one who stood the ground. You'll see if you watch our podcast. I'm the only one who stood the ground. These two bozos over here just couldn't take the heat, I guess.
Well, also, like Joe said, I am a little surprised as to the extent of how much they took that to heart, which is also like really cool because, like, shoot, like they actually care.
If we were the first people they were thinking about after they win,
yeah, like.
We'll give a quick preview.
Dude, just imagine they interviewed one of them after the game, and they're like, they just like gave a shout out and just like roasted us just because we didn't pick them. Like, that'd be sweet.
That would be. I think it's some good promo for sure.
Like, F the out of system boys. They don't pick us. We came out from the bottom and we prove them wrong.
I'm gonna be like, why do you care about
a quick preview?
4 random guys with like
no knowledge.
10 viewers and no knowledge.
These guys
These are the guys.
No, dude. All right, quick preview for those listening out there of this week's podcast. Again, it's a very juicy one. We'll get in a very verbal altercation with the Lawrence Sibron, who is not one to back down. And basically what happened was Joe got a bunch of text. I'm not gonna give it all away. Joe got a bunch of text messages, and the whole team was ready. They were FaceTiming Joe, like the entire 12, 14 woman roster, ready to just say F you, but it was 5 a.m. for Joe, so he didn't hang up. Literally the entire. And Lauren only responded to one text that whole night, and it was to Joe, just to say basically F you and everything like that. She had 50 text messages. She didn't go on her phone after that. Anyway, if you want more of that information, go check out the podcast dropping on Friday. All right.
Hey, Gage, we have a question here from the chat regarding that game. Did you get a chance to check out Nebraska's libero? She's first team All-American. I don't know if you did. They were asking for thoughts on the Nebraska libero. If you got a chance to check her out,
First team.
She's defensively, she's freaking nails. She's freaking ball.
What about offensively? Because that's what I look for in my libero. I get yelled at because I hit
Gage
the
with the
ball.
one career
They
kill
yelled
at
at me.
BYU.
Whoa, I have way more than one career kill. I don't know if y'all saw my rip at CSUN from like 10 feet from behind the back line, turn and rip.
Gage, one of the
Offensive libero.
gnarliest volleyball players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like
I
I don't think
I
people
full
realize
send.
how difficult that play is. Like I
But
really
he's a
don't
libero.
think anybody realizes that's such a ridiculous play. Like that's so ridiculous. When I saw that, I
An
think I
offensive
texted
libero.
you. Or I
Offensive
wrote to you,
libero
I was
for
like,
sure.
dude, Gage, this is a gnarly play.
But Joe, to answer
Gnarly.
your question, we don't really, like I said, we're the worst analysts. We're entertaining. Damn it, we have the right spirit, but our analytical mindset, I don't think can. I mean, from what I saw, she seemed really, really good. Stability.
You gotta look more into her because she's a baller, first team All-American. Before we go further here, I want to go get right into. We have some special guests coming on, but we do like doing our giveaways, and I want to do the first giveaway here for a $50 Out of System gift card. People in the chat, be ready. Be like, whoever has the fastest internet always wins this. But I made it a little bit more difficult, so you have to have a little bit of knowledge.
What was
this
the
week
guy
too.
from last?
Yeah.
What's his
So-
name?
Who was the fastest internet connection?
Who was he? Dylan or what was his name?
Dylan, I think that sounds about right.
Something like that.
Okay, people. For the first one, $50 gift card. The first one that Gage sees that is correct.
It's a lot
It
of
has to be
money.
correct and it has to be first. Okay. The 4 losers of the Elite 8 from this year's tournament, NCAA tournament. The 4 losers who just lost this past weekend. We need correctly in the chat.
Dun dun dun. Waiting.
So
Gage,
much
could you
love
get this
for,
question
for
right?
McSlunks in the chat.
I could get this question right.
Dude, everybody
Yeah,
loves
It's
McSlunks.
not right now.
Winston Stearns, McSlunky boy is the GOAT.
Dude, that's one of the Cal Poly coaches. What a legend.
Who are the 4
Absolute
teams that lost?
legend.
Maybe no one gets this, Joe.
Why? I feel like one person will be able to get this.
Oh no. Well,
Waiting.
yeah, we'll wait.
Georgia Tech,
That's a-
Texas,
lot of
Minnesota,
money.
and Purdue. Suang Dolkar. Congratulations, Suang. I hope I pronounced that correct. Now the floodgates.
Swimming Dolkar. All right.
Wait.
Hey,
No. Yeah. Suang Dolkar. Make sure you DM us. You won't get
Mr.
you won't get the
Dolkar.
promo code unless.
DM us on some social media platform, and we'll make
Yep.
sure to get you. We'll make sure you get you in the first one. People will be paying attention because we're gonna have more to come. Don't worry.
I hope so. So, like Joe alluded to, before we make our final 4 picks, since there weren't a lot of picks, we want to kind of give you guys a little tidbit, a little taste of the team. So we decided to DM some people that we have connections with and to get them on the show, actually, one by one. So from each team, except Wisconsin, did they just not respond, Joe? Is that what
They did not
happened?
respond,
Wow.
and already
Cool.
one of the players.
That's
is
kind of a good
already-
sign, though. That means they're focused.
That's true, and they're my national champion pick, so I'm liking it. They're not getting distracted by the media.
But also on the other side, the entire Nebraska team's watching. That's kind of good news too, because they're bought in and they got some purpose.
They're locked and loaded.
Exactly, and they're motivated by us.
They're
I
motivated.
guess not
I think that's
believing.
what I
in
got
them.
in my final. We're gonna
We'll
see.
see.
We're gonna see.
All
I don't
right,
know.
the decisions come at the end here after we have these guests come on here.
Yes. Let's reveal the guests. All right. So for Louisville, we got the setter, Tory Dilfer. For Nebraska, we got the outside Maddie Kubik, and for Pittsburgh, we have the setter Lexi Akao. Akao, right? I pronounced that right. Akao.
Lexi was supposed to come on about 7 minutes ago. The other ones have confirmed.
That sounds about
We
right.
might get stood up here. There's a high chance we might get stood up, except for Tory. Tory will be
Tory
Dilfer. If we
Dilfer.
get stood up, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. Then Louisville's my number one pick. Then that
Tory should be coming on here 2 minutes. But boys, I have a question for you guys. First of all, Jake, were you get a chance to watch? It's really difficult in Europe to watch matches. I was able to find all the streams, but were most of the people most of the players at Cal Poly watching the matches? So I always wonder, like, after teams get eliminated, are they still invested in the tournament at all?
Girls volleyball.
I think some more than others, but I don't know. I mean, I was home, but I mean, I'm sure a few of them were watching, but not all of them definitely, because they're on ESPN, so they're really easily accessible.
Dude, think about this. Sorry, can I just say one thing, Joe? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off here.
Absolutely.
Dude, this is the thing. This is why girls usually don't watch sports. That's just how it is. This is why you don't have a women's ball. That's why you don't have women's steady women's professional league. It's because think about WNBA. Who's that funded by? It's funded by the NBA because women's don't watch sports. If you don't have the people who play it backing you, watching it, that's not going to happen. This is why, again, I mean, I'm sure, for example, but a lot with college, for example, professional, right? They get a lot of ratings because if I go to Hawaii and the Hawaii squash team, which doesn't exist, is playing, I went to Hawaii, I'm going to watch them. Screw it. Why not, But with the pro team, it's not the same kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not university pride and stuff. Huh?
That's a huge generalization.
Yeah, I'm generalizing the crap out of it because it's true, Jake.
Well, I mean, also, like in my house, people don't play volleyball, but people are watching this because it's on ESPN. Like my house at college, people are watching it.
Right. But I'm just saying, most of those people, I mean, it can be girls for sure. But what I'm also saying,
and women,
and exactly, and women. My bad. And it's also because it's playoff too. It's playoff. So the playoffs are gonna watch, of course. But regular season, no one's gonna give a crap about it.
Yeah,
but you can say that
there's a balance. There's a balance of accessibility, and then like what you're saying, where like Jake's saying, if it's on ESPN, you're gonna get some people watching. Yeah, what's that noise, Gage? Is that what you're wondering about?
No, I'm getting the password so we can get Tory on. I don't hear a noise. You guys hear a noise?
Okay, good.
We're getting the one and only.
But you know what I mean? Like the accessibility, if it's on ESPN, yeah, a lot of people are going to watch. But if you have to go and search for these kinds of games, then it's going to be tough with your fan base being more women if you're a sport. Because I do agree in a sense. Or statistically, more men are watching sports than women.
100%. I mean, that's just how it is, though. I mean, that's why it's hard to start with women's sports. I'm trying to find where do I find the password for this?
Hey, people in the chat, I want you guys, who's your most impressive performance of all the teams last week?
That's a good question.
Individual athletes. Dude, oh my gosh, Texas, man, they're so physical and so athletic. I was like, dude, and every time I saw them, I'm like, how does this team lose, bro?
Dude,
yeah, like physical and athletic.
They can't receive though, I guess.
Usually comes with some other things.
Yeah,
being very physical and very athletic comes.
But bro, there's same thing that BYU men struggle with sometimes. I feel like.
True.
Who is people saying timeout first round was not accessible? The outside from Texas was most impressive. They lost.
Yeah.
Lexi Rodriguez, Mariana Brambilla was freaking impressive. She was hitting Bix pretty freaking well. She's crushing Bix. I was watching her in the.
Wow, this girl Lexi Rodriguez is that good, huh?
Dude, she's solid. She beat out Kenzie Knuckles. Remember Kenzie?
Right.
We met her this past summer. She beat her out this year. She was the libero she's a senior now. She's the libero for the past couple of years, and then came in freshman year, beat her out.
Wow.
First team All-American. I think she's the only freshman on there. Only Nebraska player that's the first team All-American.
Wow.
That's the other thing about Nebraska is since they didn't have a great year, they don't have a whole lot of individual awards, but they're in the Final Four. So it's that's always I feel like
that's the way
super
to
sick.
do it. It's
Yeah.
super sick. I love
The
teams that are
team's
like,
just
"Wait,
there,
you don't
but-
have anybody on the like." Nope. I'm like, damn, that team's sick. Because
Super
it means
sick.
that you just like you're better as a team than you are as individuals, and that's always sick.
Exactly.
Also, they have Kenzie Knuckles, their ex-libero, hitting bigs now, and they set her consistently because she goes.
Yeah, she's athletic.
So I'm pretty pumped about that. Again, from one offensive libero to another. Speaking of that, I used to be DS and I would come in and I'd be in the D. Joe never sent me one time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had the Louisville setter coming in, Tory Dilfer. I don't know if she knows us. She's coming in straight live, so we'll see.
Make sure you let her know when she comes on.
Hey, there she is. How we doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Yo.
Thanks for hopping on with us.
Sure.
Well, first things first, we're joined here by first team got announced today. First team All-American, Tory Dilfer, setter for Louisville.
Dang, that's so
Congratulations
sick.
to Tory.
Congrats.
Oh,
That's
Congrats.
crazy.
Congrats.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
super
it.
sick.
Soaked in yet, or has it soaked in yet, or no?
Not really, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited, but today's it's been cool just being here. Day one. Just a lot of busyness. So
Yeah, I saw. I mean, for men's volleyball, we don't even get half the cool activities that you guys get to do. So, I mean, I just saw like on the NCAA story and whatnot. I mean, there's a lot of activities. Can you kind of walk through us like your day and the fun activities you've been able to go on since you arrived?
yeah, we just we had the first practice slot. So had some breakfast this morning, watched some film, and then headed over to the gym. Had a really good practice in, and then we basically went straight from that to media. So we did some stuff with ESPN, and then like photo and like hype video stuff at first. And then there was like the team lounge, which I didn't get to go into for a while, but they had like a station to get your nails done or like make a candle, get a massage, make a bracelet, make a blanket. Like it was really
Dang.
cool. Yeah.
Wait, make
Really
your own candle like of any scent you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah, you got to like pick all the scents and
that's
stuff.
sick.
Yeah, I didn't get to do it, but some of my teammates did. So I'm looking forward to smelling those candles because I'm jealous.
Well, if you could choose, like random question, because I'm actually curious, what would your candle be?
Ooh, honestly, I don't even know what the scents were, but like probably like
Any
eucalyptus
scent, any
or
scent.
something like that,
It could be
like
anything.
eucalyptus.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Tori, first of all, thank you for coming on. We
Yeah,
know
for
that
sure.
it's crazy right now. Second of all, I think there's going to be, I don't know, I don't want to jump the gun, and I don't have any intel, but I feel like there's going to be another award coming in the near future here in the next day or so for you, an even bigger award. But I'm sure that banquet or something is happening tonight or probably tomorrow. I don't know when that happens for you guys. But I'm alluding to National Player of the Year for people who don't know. I don't know.
Nice,
I'm just throwing it
Joe,
out there.
nice.
I think so. But question for you. I mean, the biggest thing, like, because I had a chance to watch you guys like one time last year, I think, and I don't know, the difference between like the physicality in your guys is like attackers. It's just completely different team. So I just wanted to ask you really quickly, like a more volleyball type question, in terms of like what was the mentality going into the offseason? Like what really kind of like was the difference maker for you guys going into the season? It was just because it's it feels to me like it's a completely new team from last year. I might be wrong about that, but
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It definitely feels different with basically the exact same lineup. Really, the only switch is our bro. So it definitely does feel different. And I think the biggest focus when we came in the summer and stuff was being more physical and becoming the most athletic team we could be, which in my head, there isn't a better athletic team out there. Honestly, I mean, these are some of the best athletes I've literally ever seen. So I think almost everybody put a couple inches on their vertical. Everybody got a lot stronger. And that has definitely been a difference maker. But I also think like all the hitters' volleyball IQ has gone up like tremendously. I've just noticed that as a setter, like some of the stuff that we're talking about in practice now is just so much higher level than it was last year. And I think that's just the team in general bettering our volleyball IQ together, and then everybody individually. I mean, everybody's kind of become a film junkie. Everybody really likes watching film. So that's the biggest difference I've seen. But I've just been really impressed with the consistency of all the attackers. They truly make my job really easy. So you're right. It definitely does feel like a different team attacking wise than it did last year. And they've all worked really, really hard for it.
Yeah. And like the athleticism and the physicality starts with you, like at the center position, like the location, the accuracy, the speed on everything is like makes it, to be honest, even easier to be. There's some balls that the hitters don't put away. I'm like, how is that ball not going down the floor? But I want to get a little bit into film with you, because I feel like at the collegiate level, we were just talking a little bit about this actually, and on the women's side of the game, and I feel like there's a difference in like how film is watched, just from like being in college and interacting with the women's athletes and like how they watch film. So I want to ask you, like, what type of stuff as a setter, because we get questions like this all the time, what type of stuff as a setter do you watch, and like as a team are you guys looking for as you guys get ready for this week?
Yeah, this year I started watching a lot more film too, just with coaches. Danny, my head coach, and I have always watched film on me a lot, setting wise, obviously, which we continue to do. But then this year I kind of got in with our associate head coach, Dan, and started watching more blocking film, because I knew one of the biggest things for us this year is like I couldn't be a blocking liability if we wanted to be as good as we wanted to be. And so that's always been not a struggle, but definitely a point of emphasis for me in my game. Was just like not being a blocking liability, not letting people attack me down the line and tool me and stuff. So that was huge this year, just watching film on myself, but then film on our other blockers that are obviously really high level, watching the good stuff they're doing, and then how I can try to replicate, watching a lot of international pro level ball. And then as a team, we watch ourselves quite a bit, and we watch the opponent. So we're watching obviously hitter tendencies and what they like to do, but really breaking it down like step by step. One of my favorite things that Dan, our associate head coach, will talk about is like the relationship between the ball and the hitter when they're attacking, and just like how that relationship is huge for blocking. And so I had never even like thought about that before this year. And so when he started kind of like introducing that level of how to watch film and how to like scout people and learn how to block them, I think was a huge difference maker for us. So I think that's definitely been something that's raised our level.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is like so many people can watch film and say like, what do we have to do to beat the team? But then you have to be able to go and actually do it. Like there's so many people who watch film. It's like, we know how to beat,
got to hit 1,000,
but they just can't do it. Like you guys are obviously at a level right now.
This ball, you got to stuff that ball. You got to stuff that ball.
Sitting here like undefeated at this point in the season is crazy to think about. But we just have a couple more things. We'll let you go. We know you got a busy day. What are just like key points for you that jump out about Wisconsin that you're going to have to be good about in order to slow down their offense and also be effective offensively?
Yeah, I think to slow them down is obviously pay a ton of respect to Retke as an attacker. Really, all their attackers are very, very high level, but trusting that we're going to have a really good scout and game plan and stick to that. But we always say, do what you see, then what you know. So if we see something different, we're going to make that adjustment in game. And then if you're seeing what the scout says, go with it, go with what you know. So I think that just knowing that they're balanced and not letting that overwhelm us will be huge defensively, but also just trusting that we've been great defensively all year and we feel like we'll continue to be. And then offensively, I think it's really just spreading the ball around like it has been all year. They're obviously balanced, but so are we. And so I have confidence that any of our attackers could take over the match. And so then just whoever starts to kind of set themselves apart, start feeding the hot hand a little bit, and but just keep it balanced and let them do their thing and trust them to put the ball away.
Tory, 2 more questions for you here. One from the comment section, since we are live here.
Okay.
Ezekiel is asking, how do you think your season and conference plays prepared you for this upcoming game against Wisconsin? As I know, some people have considered your conference easier than the rest.
I think we're really well prepared. I think we obviously had a really tough preseason and proved ourselves in that. And then the ACC was awesome this year. I mean, that's been a huge point of conversation this year, is that the ACC historically has not been as strong as other conferences. But if you look at it in the tournament, the ACC has played incredibly well. They played well against Big Ten teams, which I think has been impressive. It's not like they're playing well against bad teams. So I've been really impressed with the conference overall. And then having 2 ACC teams in the Final Four obviously makes a statement. And having a third in Georgia Tech in the Elite Eight is a huge statement. So I would love for the ACC to get a little bit more respect. I understand historically it hasn't been earned, but this year I absolutely think it has. And so I'm really excited. I'm pumped for Pitt. Georgia Tech was awesome to play last week. And so I just, I think we're well prepared because we've done everything we can to put ourselves in a great position. And I think the teams we played have challenged us and we've gotten to learn quite a bit. So
agreed. And I'm sure you've been here. Have you heard that a lot all season? Like, oh, Big Ten, ACC's not this, ACC's not that. Do you get that pretty often?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
Glad. Fuel, baby.
Yeah.
Fuel. All right, last question.
Exactly.
Okay, last question before you let you off. Gonna start you easy. Who are the 4 teams in the tournament and what are their mascots?
The 4 teams in the Final Four?
Yeah, and their mascots.
Okay. Louisville Cardinals.
Okay.
Pittsburgh Panthers.
Right.
Nebraska Cornhuskers. Wisconsin Badgers.
Okay. Now, like I said, the All-American list just came out. Can you name each All-American from the first team for each of those teams? First of all, do you know the amount for each team? Real question.
Amount.
Let's start with Louisville. I'm in Louisville.
Just first team or all
First
all
team.
of them?
Your first team.
2 for us.
Right.
One
other school has 2.
Wisconsin and Retke and Sydney Hilly. And then Kayla Lund got it for Pitt, and I believe Lexi Rodriguez for Nebraska.
Correctamundo. Well, Tory, correct. Thanks for hopping on the live stream here, where we're honored to have you, and we wish you the best of luck in the next.
Thank you, guys.
Hopefully, next couple games.
Yep, hopefully. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Peace and blood.
Thank you so much. Congrats.
Good luck.
Guys. Thank you.
She's awesome. We're back.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Louisville has quickly turned to our favorite team.
Who do they play?
They have not stood us
Wisconsin.
Louisville plays Wisconsin. But yeah, Louisville is the only. We had 3 total teams say they're coming on, and only 1 came on at their time. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by our next guest, Lexis Akao, Pittsburgh setter. She's hopping on right now. She didn't respond, but she's hopping on. Let's go. Wait. She's connected to the audio. She's walking somewhere. There she is.
Let's go.
Sorry about that.
You're cruising. First of all, I don't think you met. Well, first of all, thanks for hopping on. I don't think we've met. My name's Gage. Everyone introduce yourselves.
I'm
Hi.
Jay.
I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you.
We know you're gonna rush. You're like heading for practice, aren't you?
We just had to do some media stuff. We finished practice a little while ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's up, Alexis? Long time no see.
Hey, Micah.
How you doing? That's crazy.
Oh, Kamaletti wants to say hi.
Hi, Kamaletti.
Thank you.
And I have you guys winning, so.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Did you guys do the hype videos? Were you guys just doing the hype videos? Question.
Yeah, we were doing like the videos, all the media and the pictures and stuff.
Is that kind of awkward? Like I see like before they're probably like, okay, now look really intense or look like this.
Yeah.
Is that a little awkward?
Yeah, I mean, all my teammates are around. We can like hype each other up and stuff. So it's kind of awkward, but then it's okay because I have my sisters with me.
It's true. Like, all right, now yell, and then you just yell and just like silent after.
Yeah. Basically, that's how it is.
That's awesome. Well, first off, what's it like being in the Final Four? I mean, are you enjoying the process? Are you nervous yet, or are you just kind of just letting everything soak in and just cruising right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. We've said it many times. I mean, we basically manifested this. Before we started season in the summer, we were like, we're trying to win the championship. Like, we've made it pretty clear. We've spoken it many times that like we're here to win national championship. And then just being in the Final Four, making history. School history is amazing. We're just enjoying the ride right now. Obviously, I'm kind of nervous. We've never been in this position before, but Really grateful to be here and just enjoying it and soaking it up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Joey?
Well, I was just going to ask, looking in, well, we're not going to hold you for too long here, but kind of giving a little sneak peek of Nebraska. What are who are like the key players for you guys that you guys are going to have to slow down?
Because
right now,
Nebraska.
Yeah. Well, let's just start with that.
For Nebraska?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think just everyone, especially the middles, they have really physical, big middles. So we especially need to keep a watch on them, not let them get too many points in. Their right side's doing pretty good right now. We're hoping to stop her. We're going to pick up our defense and hopefully just keep them all off the ground, I guess.
No, for sure. No, that's always a tough question. I know you don't want to give any fuel. To be honest, Nebraska.
I don't want to spill any secrets.
The whole team, Nebraska.
You gotta give the bluff. You gotta give the bluff. We're gonna leave the middle wide open.
Yeah.
No,
Full commit.
What is it like at the university at Pitt right now? What is the invite? Do a lot of people know how successful the volleyball team is this year, or is it kind of I don't know? There's some schools who don't even know that there's a volleyball team, and then I don't know what it's like. What's the general feeling when you guys left campus?
Yeah, so I think I would say it's 75%. I think people know what's going on. We've totally turned it into a volleyball school. It wasn't a volleyball school before. Yeah, a lot of people know us. A lot of people came to the Elite 8 game against Purdue. The fans were sold out. The crowd was amazing, really supportive, love the Pitt community. Yeah, people just come up to us on the street and they're like, oh my gosh, congrats, you guys look really good. Yeah, really supportive over here.
That's so cool. Is the University of Pittsburgh in the city, downtown Pittsburgh? Sorry for my lack of knowledge on that.
It's okay. It's not in downtown. It's there's kind of another area of the city, 10 minutes away from downtown, and that's where the school is. Yeah.
Okay, right on. And you have a bunch of family flying out from Hawaii for this week?
Yeah. My mom and my siblings have been here for the past 2 weeks, and my dad's coming up. Side note, he wasn't able to come up because of his job, but then he said that if we made it to the Final Four, he could come. So I'm happy we made it, and he could come up to watch me play.
That's so awesome. Heck yeah, that's so sweet. And Micah, you two knew each other since how old were you?
Oh my gosh, since we were 11, 10 maybe.
Yeah, probably
Probably
since Alexis was in kindergarten. She was running around.
Yeah, super young.
Super young because her older sister Miles
Misty and
Leslie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then me and Kamalani were in 5th grade. Remember?
Yeah, you guys are classmates.
Class. Yeah, and we were walking up. I told them on the last stream that we were walking all the time from elementary all the way up to Keiko.
Yeah, to Keiko Gym.
Yeah, it was crazy. Alexis was freaking naughty, man. Super naughty, man. Next level, man. She always had her hair going nuts.
Yeah.
She was the best, man. Oh Lord.
You guys are a good combination, I'm sure, then, because Micah, I'm sure he was not the one staying out of trouble too.
I was having my stuff, man. I was just quiet, sitting in the corner.
Lex, we know you have to go here, but before we let you go, I have one question for you. Okay, obviously can you name all the teams in the Final Four, and can you name the mascots for all the teams in the Final Four?
Oh, okay. I know all the teams. Us.
Okay.
Nebraska, Wisconsin, Louisville.
Okay.
Louisville's the Cardinals. We play them in conference. Nebraska's the Cornhuskers. I knew that one.
Okay.
And Wisconsin, are they an animal or a person? Can you give me
They're an animal. They're an animal.
No. I think they're Badgers. Badgers.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Okay.
That's awesome. Well, Lexi, thanks so much for hopping on. It was nice meeting you and you catching up with Micah here. We wish you all the best luck. And again, hopefully the next 2 matches that you play.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Lexi. Good to see you.
Bye.
Good luck
Nice
this week.
to see you too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Dude, I don't know if I've ever seen such a smiley girl.
Dude, she
Why?
just giggles the whole time. That's all.
Dude,
That was-
she's the best.
It's
man.
very contagious too. Like she's just giggling. I just like can't help but
She
smile.
was always giggling around. Dang,
Well,
I don't
we're
know
waiting-
who I want, dude.
I've
Nebraska.
never-
Dude, especially
I
Louisville.
got some loyalty.
It's so
Louisville
tough
and
when
Thomas
you talk to
Townsend.
someone on the team. It's like,
Louisville
oh,
and Pitt
I
now,
want
bro.
them. Then you talk to someone else. It's like, oh, I want them too. It's gnarly.
People asking in the
Oh.
comments, we want someone from Nebraska right now. We're waiting for Maddie here. We're waiting for Maddie. She said,
Did she respond?
Dude, she hasn't responded. She's
Yesterday she was like, "Oh, I'm coming." Yeah, totally, I'm coming. And then, bro,
nothing.
Nebraska
Nothing,
just
Dude,
ghosting us.
dude,
They're giving
can we
us
just
the
can we call
bullshit.
someone? Joe, can you call? Can you FaceTime Nicklin or something like that?
I can't because I'm on my phone right now for the live stream. You can via Instagram.
Yo, get on.
Do it. Just do it. Why
Well,
not?
That'd be so weird though, because if Maddie's right there, I'd be like, "Oh, hey, Maddie, what's up?"
Dude, that'd be awesome. Then you call her out.
Should we?
That'd be awesome.
Yo, get on here. Let's go. I'm not even gonna tell her what it is. She'll be like, "What? What? I'm about to send you a Zoom link. Hop on." All right, I'm gonna call her.
And then
Ladies
after this,
gentlemen,
we're gonna
look
get
it
our
up there.
picks going here.
Yeah.
Hey, people,
even do it
while we
yet.
wait for this, I have the second question. Chance to win again here. Okay, make sure you're ready. Get your freaking fingers ready if you're on a phone. I don't know what you're watching on. Keyboard ready, whatever you're watching on. Okay. You need to have a little bit of knowledge here. Also, you need to have some fast internet. Both help in this case. Last year's Final Four matchups. I need those. Last year's Final Four matchups. First one on Gabe's computer is getting a $50 gift card to the
God, I better get the
store.
live stream here. Oh God. Dude, I can't. It wouldn't let me live stream. Call Nicklin. All right, here we go. Waiting for him. Dude, Maddie's also like this one of the sweetest girls. So like, if she doesn't show up, she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I'm like, unacceptable.
I'm sure that they
Unacceptable.
probably have so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
This is the number one priority, Micah. What are you?
Dude, this
talking
is
about?
the number
This is
one
literally
priority.
bigger than ESPN right now.
Quite
We're
literally.
waiting.
ESPN.
Oh, Jay
ESPN.
Cruz.
Jay
Washington,
Cruz.
Wisconsin versus Texas.
Jay Cruz, slide into our DMs and we'll get you that card. Nice job.
Hit us
Everybody
up
else,
hit us up with a U up.
somebody said Texas, Hawaii. Hawaii wasn't in. They weren't allowed. They didn't have a season last year. Remember that?
Thinking.
They didn't.
No, remember
Big West
Big West
also.
said nine.
Oh,
Nine.
that's right.
That's
That's
the Magic
crazy.
Bus 03.
So is Nebraska ghosting us here?
Dude, Nebraska straight up goes, "Hey, if you're a Nebraska fan and you're we're gonna all everyone root against them."
We're just super petty. We just come super petty.
Yeah, we carry a lot of weight, and this is definitely gonna.
This is
No one's
definitely
gonna
gonna
ever
affect.
go to Nebraska again.
I'm never gonna go to the state. I'm never gonna step in their state again.
You know what state I'm never stepping into? South Dakota or South
South Carolina,
whatever the hell it
bro.
is. I hate that state with a passion. And,
Oh,
oh my
you
God,
do.
I hate
You
that
really
state
do. You couldn't
One of my
wait to get out of that state.
so much. God, I hate
One of
that
my
place.
friends asked me to drive her to the airport. I was like, "Where are you going?" She's like, "South Carolina." I'm like, "Have fun."
Oh my God, it'd be better if you
It
didn't
was
make
so
that flight.
hot.
Slugs, the people.
All right,
Hot-
people.
Anyway, all right.
Bugs.
Since we're getting
I think-
ghosted by, for those of you who, again, you guys can see it right here. The under everything she said.
We can't see that. No chance.
What do you know about abstaining?
A lot, bro. What do you know?
Apparently nothing. You can see, right? Send a zoom, everything, bam, whatever. I'm not responding. Ghosted. All right. Anyways, Joe, let's do it.
For the Final Four, let me get a drum roll. Drum roll,
Ooh.
Gage. All right, first matchup we're going from youngest to oldest today. And we're going to be going with the number 1 Louisville Cardinals, undefeated going into the tournament. They're obviously still undefeated. They're still alive. Going up against the Wisconsin Badgers, as Lexis helped us nail down their mascots. But we got Louisville, Wisconsin. We're starting youngest to oldest here this week. Jake Myers, who we got going into the national championship.
Louisville.
Louisville. Wow. A big time pick. They're staying undefeated, according to Jake. Next up, we got G Swizzles.
You know what? Like I said, I like this. We should have done this for the round of 64. Try and meet a single person from each of the 64 teams. None of them all at once, though.
Looks like a 10-hour marathon.
All right. No, I'm going to go with Louisville, damn it. You know why? Because they came on and they repped and they showed, and Tory Dilfer came in with the hot answers. Okay? I think they're the underdog coming in here for sure. Wisconsin is a powerhouse for sure. But Louisville's undefeated.
They're not the underdog. Louisville's the 1 seed. What do you mean the underdog?
Yeah, but in terms of forget about the
No,
seeds.
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I know.
You're right.
So, but no, I'm going Louisville because they showed up to our podcast, or I keep calling podcast, or our live stream. They're taking down number 4 Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm with you. Wait, Joe, how old is it? Wait, is it me?
I'm younger. You're the oldest.
Okay.
So at the beginning, me and Mike are the only 2 guys who have our national champion still alive, and mine is Wisconsin. So as much as, dude, Tory is the absolute legend, and definitely disappointed in my Badgers for not showing up and not even responding to us. Not even responding. At least Cornhuskers gave us the dignity of saying they'll come on and then not come on. The Badgers don't even come on.
Ghosted.
Gage, why are we looking at your stocking stuffers? But we I'm gonna go with the I have to go with the Badgers. I picked them to win the national championship from the beginning. Gotta stick with them for now, even though I'm a big Louisville Cardinals fan now. But for the sake, I gotta go with they're my national champion. How can I not go with them?
And
they didn't come on, Joe. That's why.
I got Louisville for sure.
Yeah.
The
Not
Cardinals.
for sure like they're gonna win, but for sure I want Louisville.
Cardinals. All right. We're going to our second national semifinal.
Tough.
Dude, the thing is, one of the matches it's like you'll hear on the podcast. You talked to Lauren about it. Their match is scheduled to start at 9:30 p.m. That's like the earliest it could possibly start, and there's no chance it's starting at 9:30.
Look what time it is for Gage. 4:30 a.m.
What?
We got Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh
Panthers, Nebraska Cornhuskers for the other semi. Dude, we got an interesting pick, we must say, because Nebraska watches. We're very aware that Nebraska watches this show now.
Oh yeah,
it's been made very apparent we watch this show.
I don't even want to pick, dude.
Let me add him, Joe. Let me add him.
I want to pass.
Youngest to oldest.
I am gonna go with Nebraska. I think they're peaking at the right time.
Okay, peaking at the right time. Jake, the expert himself.
Jake's watched so much ESPN. He has all the right slogans, all the right catchphrases.
Jake, the expert.
I just think they facilitate the ball. You know what? Let me throw another statistic at you, Joe. You're throwing about one of these teams. One of these teams showed up for the live stream. I'm going Pitt. I don't care. Nebraska, if you're listening to this, if you can hear me, come at me. I will stand 10 toes. I'm 10 toes down right now. I hope they come at me. And you know what? If they win, then it's a win-win situation. Because damn it, I'll stand my ground again like I did this last podcast, and I will go at them. I hope the whole team shows up. I hope I go after the whole team and I can go at them. This is what we want. This is what I want.
Dude, who are you, Skip Bayless? Like, what's going on with you right now?
This is our
Someone's got to be the villain. I'll be the villain. I don't give a damn. I'll do it to the face. I don't care. They're cool. Don't get me wrong. They came on the pod, but they missed the live stream. And that's where I draw the line. Damn it. That's why I'm with my Pittsburgh Panthers. I got my colors on, baby.
Oh my god.
You kind of have the Dick Vitale. You kind of have the Dick Vitale voice right now too.
Dude, he's like Skip Bayless. That's literally what he is right now.
All right. I'll take my pick, and I'm going based off of a volleyball, my volleyball analysis from watching the Elite Eight, and the level that Nebraska is playing at. If they play at the same level, I don't think Pitt really has a chance, to be honest. This Pittsburgh, I don't know. Like they just didn't have a whole lot of firepower to hang with Nebraska in the way that the two freshmen are playing for them. Nebraska's serving is at a really freaking Akana for Nebraska. She served like 6 or 7 aces against Texas. And granted, it was against Texas, who's probably the weakest passing team in the Elite Eight. But I'm going with Nebraska, the Cornhuskers. I got an all Big Ten national championship matchup. So, Micah, finish us off here for the Final Four.
Oh, man. Well, I hope both of these teams somehow win, but I can't do that. My pick to win was Pittsburgh at the very beginning of this. And I have allegiances to both sides. I have Jay Ray. I got Kamalani, Leslie, Lexis on that side.
Joby.
All the Nebraska.
And toes down, Micah.
But man, this is so hard. I hope it's a really good game. I'll stick with my pick because I already had it, and I want to
go, baby.
Joe.
Let's go.
So I'll go with Pittsburgh, the Panthers. But I hope whoever, yeah.
Bro, the last memory I have of Pittsburgh is 2004 Fiesta Bowl, and they lost the University of Utah football team.
You don't remember Kemba Walker's ankle breaker?
It's the last memory I have of
at the Garden
ACC tournament.
Dude.
Cardiac
That UConn team was nasty.
nasty.
Sorry.
All right, boys,
You're welcome.
we got to finish off the bracket. We need your championship pick. Start from the bottom. Now we hear championship and set call. You got to call it too. Sets. Bonus points. Jake McSpanky. Jakey McSpanky.
All right. So when I watched the Nebraska versus Texas game, I've never seen a team so fired up. The look in Nicklin's eyes, I was like, there's no way this girl is losing. And Nebraska's been resilient the whole year. Nicklin, final game with Lauren. Louisville hasn't been as resilient. They haven't lost yet. I think Nebraska's peaking at the right time. I'm going with the Cornhuskers.
Oh, wow.
Where did he get that from? Golly, man. Where did he get that from?
Dude, they literally
He's been waiting his whole life for this.
college is like sending. Like I have like a bunch. I just literally just found it. I looked at like my whiteboard and I found a Nebraska magnet, and I'm like, dude, this is perfect.
But why do you have a Nebraska magnet?
Because they like when you're like applying to colleges, they like send you a bunch of
got you.
Okay, Gage, Swizz. I got Louisville and Pitt in the finals. Okay. Louisville and Pitt we're both on the live stream. We both know this. Watching.
Yeah. So you can't use that.
Exactly. So I'll have to go to my analytics skills here, which we know are top tier. I've watched so much video on both these teams. Oh God, this is a good one. When we had Pittsburgh on, we had Lexi on. She was all smiles, but guess what? All smiles and good vibes don't win championships. And that's why I'm going Louisville, baby. Rep the colors. Go Cardinal, baby. Go Louisville. They're staying for an entire year, and they're winning this whole thing. I rep the colors. Let's see what color my shirt is.
When's the last undefeated champion?
No.
Penn State, probably. They went back-to-back years undefeated. I think that's the last one.
That's a very, very
Dude,
impressive.
imagine that back-to-back years undefeated. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Cardinal, baby. That's all I got to say about that. About that action. 10 toes down. Nebraska, if you're watching this, I'm right here. You can call me. I'll answer the phone at 4:30 a.m. I don't give a damn. I'm leaving my phone off silent that night so they can call me. No, well, you know what? If they don't win, I'll call them. How about that? Just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna be so mad at me.
All right, I got an all Big Ten matchup just based on what I had going. I don't really have a choice here because
there's not much to think about.
not much to think about here. I've picked Wisconsin from the beginning, the Badgers. Even though Nebraska really, I mean, they looked really good last match, but just kind of based on their season, it's been a little up and down. Lauren admitted it. It's been a little up and down for them. So I don't know. They have 2 freshmen starting from now that they rely on heavily going into. Obviously, they went into Texas and performed at a high level, but asking for 3 straight matches is asking a lot from freshmen of those caliber, especially now that you're gonna have teams who've scouted them well, who at the same caliber, ball control, serving, attacking as them. Gotta stick with the Badgers. I picked them from the beginning. Gage said it. They're gonna hate us. Call me at 5 a.m. I'll have my phone on off silent that night as well, so I'll be waiting for that call. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I do hope Nebraska proves me wrong, but I'm picking Wisconsin. It's reverse psychology. We're the reason they won, and they should
lost
fake us.
too.
They should be
They
mad
lost
at us.
twice. They lost twice to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And Ad System was at one of those games.
Yeah.
We got 2 videos out of it. Thank you, Nicklin. I also tried to call Nicklin, but it said cannot. Maybe she blocked us or something. Whatever. I'm mad about it. Well, the picks are in.
Gage, Mike.
I got Pittsburgh, but
Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry, Micah.
go ahead.
God. No, Micah,
No.
you go.
No, I don't have any. I've picked them.
Why
from the beginning.
Pittsburgh?
I picked them from the beginning.
What's it going to take for them to win?
It's going to take them to beat Nebraska.
That's true. And then
Yeah.
Then what?
And then I don't know. And then it's anyone's game when it's the final. People just show up or don't show up. I think Nebraska is going to be the game that they got to win.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think Pittsburgh and Louisville have played twice this year already. I think it's really, really hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, especially if you're not like head and shoulders better than them. And I don't think Louisville's head and shoulders better than Pittsburgh.
What's the most you've ever beaten a single team in a year? I mean, the most is going to be club for sure. Well, for me, it was 8 or 9 times. It was Bay to Bay, Joel Schneidmiller, Kyle Bouger, Nate Smith, he was an ex-Penn State
That's
setter.
a good team.
Yeah,
Jeez.
every single person on that team was all D1. Me and Devin Williams was the only D1 player on our team. I was hating.
That was
our
a
best hitter.
good team.
We were all
Jeez.
D3. Yeah. Then they had more. And then they had the Harvard. They had a Harvard outside. Their opposite was the best opposite he went to NYU. He was the best hitter on NYU. He set records. And then their other right side, he went to NJIT, and the libero went somewhere, and they had everyone. And we had a bunch of D3 guys, and we just made it work. So if you're listening out there, just remember, come on our live stream and don't give up. Next one. What's the most beating one? Joe.
Before we sign off here, I want to make sure Gage's going to thank all our sponsors, but we have one last thing to give away. We have another gift card. What you have to do to win this, before I forget, you have to go on your Instagram story and post who you think is going to be the national champion this year. And you have to hashtag out of system bracket challenge and then tag us. And the most creative story, can be a video, can be whatever. The most creative one we'll choose. You'll get another gift card. Go ahead, tag us on your story, your national champion, and then add us and hashtag out of system bracket challenge. And that's that, I think, boys. Big shout. I want to give a huge shout because people don't understand, like at the Final Four, you're crazy busy. You're doing stuff all the time.
Yeah,
so for those 2 girls to take time
That's
out
crazy
of their
that they came on.
super sick. Huge
That is
shout. They're
crazy.
awesome. They're really
That's super
awesome
nice.
people. Can't thank them enough. Definitely gonna be sending them some swag. And good luck to them. I hope they play very well. I think Tori's gonna win National Player of the Year. Undefeated. She's first team All-American. She's balling out this year. Their offense is really good. I think she's gonna win it. I don't know. I don't see how she doesn't. So that's sick. We could say that we have the National Player of the Year. So we'll see.
It is one thing to
And for
make
the
first team
Sorry.
All-American on the women's side. That's ridiculous because there's just so many more women playing than men.
people ask, they're like, why is there
That's
64?
so gnarly.
I know. People are like, why is there 64 teams in the women's bracket and only 7 on the men's? I'm like, and then I don't know if you saw what I put on our out of system story. I'm like,
Yeah, they're like
like 3
100 times more.
is
teams in
300 something programs versus like 25 Division I men's volleyball teams.
Yeah. No, they deserve
You don't even
it.
have
And
enough to fill
to be on the top, like out of the top 7 girls, top in your position is gnarly.
And
so
also,
many girls are playing all year long and taking it like since they're like 10 years old, taking this so seriously. Same on the boys' side, some of us, but just a lot less.
The other thing about All-Americans, people understand. People think it's like, oh, 2 setters, 2 outside. It's the best players. Period. They don't go and choose like one of each position. It's like
doesn't always.
So
have
you're
to
like
be.
the best player. Yeah. You have to be legit. It's not just filling positions. So that's super sick, like you said. Super sick.
That is crazy.
We'll wrap it up here. First things first. Again, thanks to the 2 girls hopping on. For the other 2 girls that didn't hop on, you're dead to us. For the podcast with Lauren Siverns. Make sure you hop on. It drops tomorrow, Friday, 6 p.m. PST every Friday. And shout out to Manscaped as well. If you haven't got any merch, again, accessum.net to check out any merch because we just had a new line and it's selling out quick. So make sure you go check it out here. Boys, thanks for hopping on. And again, the games are this Thursday and this Saturday. Got that right. Didn't get that right last time. And then, so we'll wait. Are we going to be able to go live before? Actually, we might be able to go live one more time before the national championship. You think so? On a Friday, though.
I play.
We'll figure it out.
Way
Maybe
more
we do
important.
something while the game's going on. We do
Oh,
a
that's true.
live.
Again. We just got to. Oh, Maddie just DM'd us.
What'd she say?
In. No.
What'd she say?
Should I read out loud? Do our viewers want to hear what they said?
Yeah, read it for the people.
Confidentiality denied.
No idea. Jeez. Sorry. No, we'll read it like that. Jeez, sorry. Practice went way too long. And now we have to go to banquet dinner. Sorry, I thought we would be done earlier. I guess it's sincere. Whatever. Still dead to me, though. Just kidding. Go Cards. All right. Just remember.
No, they play the Panthers, bro.
No, but go Cards. Whatever, man. Panthers. They did this.
What?
The Cardinals with the claws.
What do you? The Cardinals are a bird. They're a bird.
Yeah, they got claws. What do you call them? Feet or claws? They got claws.
You're like
They got
going on
talons.
like limbs.
Yeah,
Like,
bird
could be
attack. You ever seen a bird attack? It doesn't attack.
Yeah, but
I mean, really, it goes like.
That's true. That is
I know
true.
my
He's
birds.
actually spot on.
I know all the birds. Okay. All right, it's getting late. It's getting real weird. That's what happens. This is what. We can't go too long. Thanks for hopping alive, and we wish you guys. I don't know what I'm saying. Thanks for hopping on, guys, and the picks are in. Hopefully we.